early mid pressure and a walkout through A main. It looks like the Dimensional Drift going to be used to get behind the Franklin Regional offensive line, but at this point, Nuts is low HP. They're walking in towards the boathouse where Switch is awaiting, and unfortunately has to look into 3 at the same time. Daddy J does have the ultimate up and available if they do go down. They've got the metal. That's the most important thing. The nice little neural theft gives them information through the walls and through the boxes where they'll go. The spray is next. The teleport out from T-Stray Spicy, and Daddy J will be taken down. The resurrection is there, but needs to get a kill. Now they're back. 1v1. HP advantage in the clutch.
What a beautiful, you said it, Daddy J earlier popping off. We talked about how they've been hitting these shots, finding the 4K here, looking for those clutches in those key moments. Now doing that here. 1 round left before halftime. Would love to see him take this one here as well. And again, if you are in chat, I know there are some technical difficulties going on with the videos. So I do apologize. We are looking to get that ironed out here as quickly as possible.
Fixed up, ready to go. Richland fixing up another round on their defensive side, going massive. Unfortunate thing, again, lost a lot of players. The economy taking a pretty big hit because of it. We'll have to see what they can do in this second round before the second half is what I was going to say. So getting ready and set up to go towards this A site. It looks like Cypher couldn't even buy the utility. That's how kind of poor they are right now. Just had to buy into the Sheriff. The swing on in. Swish will combine with the teammate, and there's a weapon. Unfortunately, like we said, they just don't have the utility. They're going to have to work off these gunfights. They used all of their 3 ultimates in that last round. They're just going to put the burst on forward and actually take the spike holder down. So now all of a sudden, if you can get this pincer in from Cypher, you could have the round win in your back pocket for Richland.
Yeah, and we see that pincher play coming in. Cypher, their remaining comp tray. Spicy not even looking to spray, able to find one. Sova, the last member who has made their way into heaven. A long lurking flank from behind. Swish has an idea. Spotted him, but Gouda popping the head of Swish. Now with that dart dropping onto site. Only 20 health, and the spike down in an awkward position here as well. We'll see the gun toss. Glitch will have the intel as well. And Cypher still looking behind there for a moment, but only 1 member left, so only have to worry about Gouda here on the main stage. Looking for some more intel, has to walk through this screen as well. The shock dart coming in. Yoru just about half health. Now looking for the Eldron. Kind of surprised they don't swing quickly here. The running gun, and Glitch will find it. Richland, after being down by quite a bit, has cut the lead in half at halftime.
Crazy round to win too. Not gonna lie, like we said, starting that round with I think only 1 rifle in their hands. No Cypher utility. Oh, they still find a way to win it. The gunshots and the headshots find it for them. It is now 8-4. We're gonna switch up our sides here and see what Richland could do on their offensive side. I'll tell you, have to think here that it's probably this pistol round they really need to win if they want to win this first map.
Yeah, I mean, it's still feasible, but if you lose this pistol round, you're most likely going to be down 10-4, and it's just a really position that you don't want to put yourself in if you don't have to. So we talk about how important these pistol rounds are, you know, whether it is the first half or the second, regardless of the side you're on. It does help dictate the pace and the tone of that half for at least those first couple rounds, but right now, most of the pressure happening toward the B side. A little noise made toward mid. The spike is there as well. Has to be careful. The blind coming in, but doesn't hit the mark. And now the flank from the top of Cat. Jet looking to tuck into position here. Potentially could spot this rotation and does. Shots ring out. Able to find not 1, but 2. Signify on the trade, but Nuts, Cresticle, and Gouda all finding key picks here. Jet, that flank, a huge triple kill to start off this pistol round.
Really good pincer play. Love to see the early creativity from Franklin Regional here on their defensive side. They say, okay, if you want to tuck 5 players into B main, sure, we'll just take space all across the rest of the map. It is 9 for them, 1 away from double digits that you have to assume is going to be hit right here. At the same time, we know how good that Richland has been on some of these more eco rounds. It looks like they are fully saving classics for absolutely everybody. They don't want to try and overbuy. They don't want to try and ruin their economy very early. T-Stray Spicy, though, knowing that they might not have bought here, is going to invest in towards that Marshall. It can do so much damage if you don't have those shields. Crestical, though, is going to pop forward with the share. The teammate backing him up here, and Swish can't get it done just yet with the classic. Pushing into sight, looking for the plant, but unfortunately the spike is already down and dusted, and so are they. Flawless round to get Franklin under double digits.
Yeah, 10-4. They continue to push forward. Again, they met previously in the season where it ended 13-3. So far, a little bit of a similar outing, but I felt like Richland kind of got a late start here. They're kind of getting into that play style a little better now. So hopefully that can carry forward a little bit here as they continue to try and push back. A full rifle round in store for them, of course, going against that bonus from Franklin. So on paper, they have that advantage. They're going to have to take advantage of it here. We'll see if they're able to do that round 15.
Round 15 on the cards here. Let's see how this rifle round goes. It's going to be early damage on towards the Nuts here, who backs themselves into market. It's a 5-man stack. Do not want to run into that wire here, especially that Ares up and available on the other side. Can absolutely blow up some health bars, but talk about a blow up, the head gone. Crestical going to have to fall here and watch from the sidelines here in this 5v4. Like T-Stray Spicy kind of hovering around mid here, looking for some sort of extra pick. We're going to peek him first, and it is the Outlaw. Stray Spicy against the law here, able to pick up one to equalize things out. It's not the end of the world, and grab some information as they walk through mid. It is going to be Professor Gouda, though. We've seen them clutch before. Daddy J with the headshot evens things back. 3v3, door close, and sight control as Daddy J could be pivotal.
I like this play from Daddy J as well, pushing into tree after closing the door. Is going to find Kaguya. Signify with the headshot on the Nuts. Now on a 3v1. Richland looking to battle back. Stray Spicy up top. The intel has come in. Now the jiggle. Close has that smoke. Potentially could push pressure around, the decay, but decays themselves, so certainly has to be careful. Omen, Stray Spicy now pushing through tree toward glass. And again, the patience is there. Hopping up top. The spray has the Outlaw. No scopes to body there, but unfortunately not quite enough. Daddy J with another beautiful 3Ks. They look to cut the lead in half and hopefully can begin to push forward with this progress.
Love to see if they could, honestly. And again, it's not only Daddy J being able to be that clutch factor, but also on the clove. You talk about building up that ultimate. 5 out of 7 already on the orbs, and this could be the round here. The underdogs, they've been doubted all the way through and through. Richland is here to stay, here to win, and it could come down to this round. However, they got to make sure if the rotation is there, good, but at the same time, you can't walk 5 players into that tripwire.
Yeah, I think that's why it's good to have that Raze or that Sova. Potentially, if you know where that setup is going to be, you can, explode those trips out of the way. But unfortunately, they find and lose that first pick to the snipe. It's Crestical with the op here, looking like the pizza planet. Anti-glitch, though, able to find Nuts on the other side of things, so we'll find that trade back. The player advantage is eliminated. Swish up top finds Gouda as well. Crestical, still the sniping menace, has found another. A 3v3 situation. The intel coming in from Kaguya. No Signify is lurking here on the site as well, but they have a little more control of this B site as opposed to the A site.
I'd love to see them push onto this. I mean, as long as they can clear out Boathouse, they have 3 different angles to approach from. Unfortunately, you got to clear out Boathouse. That's what I said. Kaguya going to delay for time. It's going to be the jet spawn. Wait here, the dash in, the denial from Swish. Unfortunately, the teammate is there. The cavalry backs him up, and I love that play. Honestly, I think it's the correct decision to make. It's just Kaguya went crazy there.
Yeah, unfortunately, I felt like Richland needed to maybe push that site together. They gave Kaguya 2 1v1s, and Kaguya has had beautiful crosshair placement all day. It might only be 10-4, but still has that positive KD, has given a ton of intel, and I think Cypher's just one of those characters that makes it so hard to push that B site. Like you talked about those trips there, they have to find a way to destroy those, either with that Sova or with potentially jet dashing on and having someone target that trip as she goes through it. But unfortunately, they haven't found a way to really silence that positioning from Cypher right now. All the action coming up mid rather quickly here as well. They just kept KO off guard. The flash, the spray. Swish will do it. Crestical able to find not only one on the trade, but a second here as well. Kaguya from steps will find another. Daddy's J his head sent away as the spike has dropped. The intel is there, and they have the 2-player advantage.
One enemy remaining.
Such an awkward position, though. There's so many angles to push from. It's going to be the headshot from T-Spray. Spicy. Okay. And Kaguya cleans things up, man. Crestical and Kaguya have held their own, and especially in dangerous scenarios where it is a 5-player walk, it is that overrun mentality. It's just that half-second pause. That half second that is created because of Crestical and those couple picks. You're stalled out in market. You have nowhere to go. And from there, it is the map point going towards Franklin Regional. They only need one more round to get this first map in their favor.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Richland had that first ban, so Franklin did pick this map. It is a best of 3, so, you know, we will get to see Richland pick that next map as well. Crestical out early, the spray and the transfer, able to find the 2K before being traded out here by Daddy J. Now on a 4v3, but Cypher has taken a plethora of damage. They are tucked onto the site. They've made their way there. The spike will go down, but Franklin Regional, the smart decision to wait for the rest of the crew, and Gouda raining down the arrows from above will find another. Beautiful situational awareness. The target is hit. The spot has come out. Signify trying to back to safety, caught off guard. And this Odin, a nuisance. The Clove ult comes in, but it doesn't matter. And with that, Franklin Regional will take map number 1.
The good creativity on the offense gave them enough rounds to push the momentum forward on the defensive side. Like we said, it is going to be a best of 3, but a really good start for Franklin Regional, who, like we said, have had a relatively clean season overall and are looking towards the future, looking to try and secure their spot in the grand finals. The good news, like we said, for Richland at the same time, it is a loss, but you had some pop-off moments. You had some really good step-ups, especially from Daddy J and Swish. You have this second map to look forward to, and you kind of get to control more the flow of where it goes.
Yeah, you know, Gouda, who was that? Gouda and Crestical, both with 20 bombs, 10 first bloods between the 2 players as well. Just absolutely phenomenal games from those 2. But now I'm a little more excited for this next match because Richland gets to choose this map. So maybe a map that they're a little more comfortable on, or they tend to do a little bit better at. So I'm interested to see what Franklin will choose to ban here, as well as there is only one map ban before they find their pick. Of course, Franklin will then get to choose attack or defense once that map is decided. But it does look like that at the moment they are going to be banning Icebox on the Franklin Regional side.
I'm a hater of Icebox, so I enjoy. We'll have to see where it goes. No, don't give me that. I'm a hater. I'm a hater of lots of maps, but Icebox specifically. It's just too cold for me, okay? Maybe I like the warm weather, but either way, I think this map number 2 going to be very exciting because you look back to last week. Again, nobody expected Richland to get here, and even in the fashion that you talk about, I mean, a 13-4 victory over Winber, who we were talking about all season long. Okay, Winber, we're going to see him in the finals. Winber, we're going to see him, you know, going to the in-person finals on May 19th, and then they fall a little bit early.
Yeah, you know, and I think that's why Franklin Regional banned Icebox, because that 13-4 upset, a huge upset nonetheless, came on Icebox. So maybe a map that Richland plays very, very well on. So it's good to see these teams, these coaches doing their homework as well. So Franklin Regional came prepared. I think that's a smart ban from Franklin Regional. Again, I'm looking here. I think maybe Bind is going to be the selection. I'm waiting for confirmation, but you know, Ascent now to Bind, another traditional map, and a map where we see Raze, where we see Jet, where we see some of these faster characters really excel, especially on offense.
It's a more standard map, like you said, but also it has that ability. You have to have confidence on this map. If you don't have confidence, like you're going to get blown out of the water. You talk about specifically the Rays. You have to be able to go fast in towards these sites and making quick decisions. I think that's one thing Richland could improve on just a tiny bit. You know, you talk about with those teleporters. You can't sit 5 in one place for like 30 seconds and expect to win the round. You take those teleporters, you change things up. You can have a lot of fluidity around the map, even if you don't have control of more
Style teams.
I want to see some aggression. I mean, you're talking about, again, the stakes on the line here. There's no like double elimination or anything here in the playoffs. You worked your entire regular season for this matchup right here to win it, to try and go to the grand finals. At the same time, like we said, for Richland, you've got to win back-to-back maps to try and do it. It feels like Franklin Regional maybe a little bit more control over the series, and you can tell their confidence level is off the charts here already here today. I want to see what they can do here in this next one too.
Yeah, especially because it is their map pick. I think Franklin Regional is pretty comfortable on Bind as well. I mean, again, Bind, one of those maps that's been around since the beginning of time. So most players are fairly comfortable. But again, when you have a team that has built team chemistry, some team synergy, maybe there's maps, whether it be at school in practice or at home. Practicing together as a team that they kind of run certain strategies together. So Bind may be a map that they are more comfortable with. I see that we did get Swish loaded back into the game, so we should be getting this one kicked off pretty soon. But yeah, I mean, Richland backs against the wall. It is only a best of 3. They need to win this one if they want to extend that playoff series drive and look to clinch that spot for the finals on the 19th at St. Francis University.
Final spot on the line. And also, like we said, map number 3 on the line if Richmond does